North Carolina has two economies. There's the I-85 economy, where everybody, drives to work in a Porsche and wears a Rolex and works at a tech company. And then there's the rest of us, people who live in Robbins, or people who live in Laurinburg, or people who live in Scotland County, or live in Troy, or live in Biscoe. The world isn't quite as shiny for those folks.
Around here, there isn't really anything to do besides go to the park, play some basketball, stay at home, play games, or hang out with your friends. No, I don't want to stay in Robbins, not too long. I want to move, get out of here. I mean, it's nice, but if other questions, I'd ask about, like, burnt down mill, the scenery. I mean, there's things that just happen, man, in Robbins. They don't do much about it. Maybe they don't have the source of income, but they try.
Robbins is a town that has, it is dying, so to speak. There's people leaving. There are industries have gone. There's lack of opportunity. There is crippling infrastructure. It was a thriving little town, I think, when my grandparents were here. And it was a charming town when my dad was here. And it was a good community when I grew up. And now I don't know what it's becoming. I don't know what the trajectory is. I know that the trajectory is bad, but I don't know what that means yet.
Certainly post-World War II, rural North Carolina, along with all of North Carolina, experienced a real manufacturing boom, with a lot of manufacturing moving from the north and moving southward, and moving into virtually every small town in North Carolina. If you look at the late 90s, you would find counties in rural North Carolina where easily a third to nearly half of the workforce was employed in manufacturing. Beginning with the 2000-2001 recession, and then it really exacerbated by the Great Recession, rural North Carolina alone has lost 150,000 manufacturing jobs.
The town at one time was a very, very active town with a lot of theaters, skating rinks, community centers, and so on and so forth. They have gone. They left when the industry started to leave. Until we can get some interest back into this end of the county, and that's what my goal is, we're at a stalemate as to what to do.
Yes, we're saving a lot of the old memorabilia that we have, like an old popcorn carton and an old soda can. I don't think the beer was supposed to be in here at the time, but somebody snuck it in. So this one let the cool air in, and the other one took out all the hot air, plus all the smoke, because the people could smoke in here during this time. They had this a jug, and there was a little container that sat under here, and they would pour popcorn oil or popcorn spray sort of thing, so that the popcorn smell would go out through the audience, and then everybody would buy popcorn. The last movie that I saw in this theater was An Angel in My Pocket with Andy Griffith, and it was about a town coming together that wanted to buy a organ for the church. And I thought, how fitting that that's the last movie that I remember seeing, and how we're all trying to come together too to help this theater come back as a cultural arts center. Right now, I'm envisioning kids up on this stage and performing for their parents, the community, and they're getting a standing ovation.
If a friend called me up and said, should I move to Robbins, I would say absolutely. Please come here, bring your money, and invest in our community. Owning a restaurant has been full of surprises. A lot more work than I thought it would be, but it's still enjoyable. People are going to have to be creative, be able to support themselves in their own business, and hopefully everybody else will support the business as well. I believe Robbins will be here in 50 years, and I think we'll be thriving and doing much better than we are right now.
Robbins is really centrally located in the Seagrove area. It's the perfect location for a small town to have a few small restaurants and shops and people that come to Seagrove from all over the United States, and they want to come sometimes and spend the night. Well, there's not very many places to spend the night, and there's not really a lot to do after hours.
The demographic of people who are coming to buy pottery in Seagrove are ideal candidates for buying other things in a small town. They just need to find out that it's there and know it's there. They're open to spending money.
Ok, mi profesión es de panadero. Una de las razones porque me encanta ser panadero y me encanta crear cosas. El área de la repostería es una área muy completa en la cual puede haber cientos de estilos y cientos de sabores que podría complacer al público. Y nuestro negocio en la ciudad de Robbins apenas tiene alrededor de 4 a 5 meses, pero esperando que podamos cumplir más años y ser de grande bendición para aquí, para la población de Robbins. Me encanta la población de Robbins porque es una población amigable, es una población que nos ha recibido con los brazos abiertos en nuestro negocio y es un placer servir a la comunidad de Robbins.
Robbins is very similar to Siler City in its makeup of the demographics and having a majority Latino community. It's not uncommon for the Latinos to have come to a community and felt that it was their home and make it their home and stay here. The young generation coming up has a lot of energy, a lot of vision, a lot of excitement, and they absolutely are heading into entrepreneurial opportunities. I'm proud to be a part of that prospect.
Todas las personas tienen ideas buenas, tienen proyectos buenos, pero les hace falta algo para completar esas ideas y esos proyectos, que es las decisiones. Todos los días tomamos decisiones, pero a través de las decisiones nosotros podemos alcanzar nuestras ideas y nuestros objetivos. Una de las cosas que yo le recomiendo a la población latina es que si tiene alguna idea en algún negocio, pues la idea es buena, pero tiene que empezar a crear y caminar sobre la idea que tiene en mente.
I think that just that spirit of America of you can accomplish anything you set your mind to is still very much seen by migrants as this is a land of opportunity, and so hard work will lead to good results.
Creo que ahí vienen tiempos mejores para el pueblo de Robbins, para Norte Carolina y para el país entero. Entonces la economía se está empezando a acomodar otra vez. Sería fabuloso que varias empresas volteen a ver al pueblo. Es un pueblo tranquilo, hay gente tranquila, trabajadora, y que se merece la oportunidad de que les creemos fuentes de trabajo a toda la comunidad.
We still tend to be too much in that mind frame of we've got to recruit businesses in. We've got to recognize that the bulk of our jobs are probably going to come from the businesses that are already there and from the people that have the mindset to be a small business owner, to be an entrepreneur. I know in my own home county, if you look at the top employers today, they were the entrepreneurs of the late 70s and 80s.
Over the years, I've worked in several plant-type jobs, building big Freightliner trucks, painting vehicles, carpentry, building mobile homes. I even worked in a restaurant, washing dishes. I've done a little bit of everything through the years. Well, what really got me started doing taxidermy is just something I can do on my own and have my own business. There's a sort of a freedom in it. When other places I work, meals, you never know what they're gonna do. You're just showing up, doing the same job most of the time every day. When you have your own business, it's kinda, you're responsible whether you have work or not. So. I also do work for the zoo, for their education department. So. Not necessarily mountain animals, but making replicas of certain things, tanning skins for them to use for their education stuff. About the only job I know that I've had that sometimes I go to sleep at night thinking about what I'm going to work on the next day and can't wait to get out there and start on a piece. Other jobs I've had, there's days you dread going in, but some days can be tough, but I wouldn't trade it for any other job.
We have more to offer than just a huge industry here. This end of the county, I feel, is traditional people that has been here all their life, such as myself. We are having some people that's finding this end of the county, and I'm glad that they are. Of course, I'm biased. I think this is one of the prettiest areas in the county.
The first step of practicing what you preach, so to speak, is to move back to Robbins. We have a fast-paced world now. It's smaller, everything happens so quick. Mesh that with the familiar, small town, slower lifestyle is difficult to achieve. But could you imagine if we could? Could you imagine what it could mean to the quality of life for the people in these small towns?
I think to bring this end of the county up to the standard that they would like to be is happening, but it's very slow and it's very frustrating, especially for people like me, because you feel like that it's never going to happen. But then you see this little gun manufacturing plant that came in here, and you see people start to move. So I feel like we're going to come back, but it's going to be very slow. And people need to be very patient with it.